so today I'm going to be setting up my printer. I'm launching my Etsy shop in 2 weeks and we're getting to the final stages. Hopefully, if all goes as planned, I'll have some printed business cards and necklace backing cards by the end of the day. I'm also just looking forward to being able to print in color for like the first time in my life at home. I chose to buy the Epson Ecotank 2720 printer because it doesn't need printer cartridges, which I'm told gets very expensive and very frustrating to deal with after a long while. And yeah, so we're just going to set up and let's get into it. So this is the printer box. It's quite large actually, and we're just kind of going to unbox it. So I'm using an X-Acto knife because I couldn't find the scissors for some reason. And yeah, it's quite heavy actually. It's like 20-something pounds, but it's all right for a printer, I guess. So inside it comes with some ink bottles, and it also comes with an extra black ink because Costco was having a sale and it was, yay, there's an extra ink bottle. I'm having trouble opening the box because I am terrible at opening things, and yeah, quite excited because I always wanted to have a color printer at home, but my mom just says that the laser printer is alright. She's always frustrated with the printer cartridges that don't work or are like $50 a piece and they dry out or something like that. These are the instructions and like the software DVD, but since I have a Chromebook, it doesn't really help me very much, and I think it also has the warranty on it. Yeah, so I spent way too long trying to get out the pieces of foam, which you really just had to lift up. So this is the ink. It's actually quite small, contrary to what I thought it'd be, but I guess it's quite a lot of ink. Is covered in plastic, so much for eco-friendly, I guess. This is sped up because it took me way too long to just take off the pieces of plastic, so it kind of looks like I'm violently shaking the printer, but in reality it's really slow. Filling my Ecotank printer up with the ink was actually quite easy, contrary to what I thought. So I don't really have the most fantastic track record when you leave me with some ink bottles and you ask me to pour them into another container. I've spilled quite a bit before, and I was not really excited to do that again, especially not on my white counter. So it was not really hard, which was a relief to me. And it was quite fun just seeing the ink glug into the cartridges. So as you can see, there are like 4 different ink colors, the CMYK, and you also have another black inks. So you have 2 black inks, which I guess is more useful because you might want to print in just black and white. So you just kind of unscrew the cap of the ink and then put the ink literally on top of the ink cartridge upside down, and you just let it hang out there for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and until it's filled up, and then you just screw back on the cap, and yeah, it's done. So I did note that there's like a tiny bit of ink left, so I'm assuming that if you run out of a little bit, you can always refill it. But generally, like one ink bottle only lasts one refill, like one complete refill. But there's still a little bit in the bottom of the containers, which is nice. Now it's lunchtime, so for lunch I had the sesame noodles that also came with some cilantro, and they were really good. But they were quite salty because I think we put a little bit too much sauce on top, and yeah, it was really good. We got it from this delivery service from Flushing, and I highly recommend it. It's very tasty, and it's what I needed. The noodles had a fantastic texture. They were really al dente, and I think they were hand pulled as well, so it's really delicious. Sorry to bore you with my eating. Mango delicious. I'm also taking a mango break because mangoes are delicious, and I felt like I needed to state that. So now I'm just trying to figure out like the best way to print my business cards. So I designed my business cards on Canva, which is really useful, and it's also free. You can basically use it to design business cards, invitations, wallpapers, stuff like that. And yeah, that's what I use to make my business cards. Actually, I get a bunch of them lined up, so now I just have a lot of leftover sheets. Like you'll see that. So this one, the quality of the print wasn't very good, so I had to kind of trash it. And this one, they just didn't line up. Also, I printed the wrong side on the back. And this paper was just another trial and error. So I ended up using the Apple Pages because it had a better format than the Google Docs version. And I just used one of the business card formats from, like, I think it's called Avery Business Cards. Over here, I'm currently just using this little corner rounder to round the business cards that I didn't make. And they look pretty nice, yeah. I really like the print quality. I think it turned out alright. And this is just a mess. Everywhere's kind of a mess right now. We can ignore all that. India. So here I just designed my necklace backing cards, and this one in particular is one for a strawberry donut charm that I made that I think I'm going to make into a necklace most likely, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I just kind of doodled a little bit and played around with Procreate. So I used my 7th gen iPad and Apple Pencil, which I highly recommend getting. and I think it turned out pretty good. Procreate's text tool is not fantastic, so I just ended up kind of making a little calligraphy, if you can call it that, title. I added these necklace backing cards in Apple Pages, so it basically allows me to make each individual necklace backing card a certain size, the size that I want it to be, which is good because like Google Docs, which is what I usually use, doesn't really have that function, and Word also does, but I don't really use Word very often, so yeah, I thought that was pretty useful. So what I did was I basically printed out the necklace backing that I made, and so I basically printed this out by formatting it on basically the iPad's version of Google Docs. Not Google Docs, I think it's called Pages or something. It's basically works the same, kind of like Word, except you can basically really easily format the images that you already have on the iPad, and you can basically control how long each length of the picture is, which is something you can't do in Google Docs, which is really annoying. So yeah, that's how I format these. And then I just have this, I have this paper cutter that I bought from Amazon, and it works pretty well, and I just cut them out like so. It's kind of soothing. I finished cutting them up. I'm probably going to cut slits in the sides to put where the neck, if it's going to be a necklace, and I'm probably just going to cut a slit in the middle with an X-Acto knife. It's going to be a charm, so yeah, these necklace backing cards are done. They're really cute. And just for the record, basically this is 2.5 inches, and I'm not really sure how high this is. I just wanted to make sure that the width was 2.5 inches, and yeah. They're kind of cute. I'm just making some granola. And I already have the walnuts and the granola over here. Now I'm making some pecans. Just gonna toast them a little bit and add some maple syrup. Make sure it's at medium heat, or else it might be concerning. I'm also going to add some salt and cayenne pepper and some sprigs of rosemary that are from my room. And yeah, that's basically how I'm going to make some granola for breakfast. It's really good with yogurt, and I recommend it. And that's about it. Granola mix is done. This is just the pecans. I put rosemary, cayenne pepper, maple syrup, a little bit of water, I think, and salt in. And then this one I put in some basil and just salt, and I kind of burned them a little bit. So I purposely made this one not burnt. So it's a little bit raw on the raw side, but it's fine. Then I just toasted some granola and add some maple syrup and salt to it. Because I find that store-bought granola lack some flavor and depth, so yeah, I just like toasting my granola. This is cards that weren't quite printed right, and taped them on my wall for room decor, I guess. I think it's a bit self-indulgent to put your own business cards on the wall, but I mean, it's quarantine and my room decor is not fantastic. Well, like the walls are just kind of blank, they don't really have much art on them, so I just kind of hung my own art up, and I hope that once quarantine ends I can like purchase some art prints and stuff from other people. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.